Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we are back in... No, wait a second. We're not back in something. We are exploring something new. And how new it is, we shall find out. Pro Cycling Manager 2019 is here, and I'm recording this on the version that is available on Steam for review key holders a few hours before it actually launches. So you might see a slightly different version than what I'm playing right here. But what we are going to do in this Let's Play is start, as always, a new Pro Cyclist career. And, no, Kirop. First, you show us your settings. Well, yes, okay. So, extreme difficulty, but frequency of falls is 1.0. They have changed the calculations for how many riders are falling per fall quite a bit. So, the 1.0 setting is probably less severe than it was before. Usually, this is the point where Dickie McSpeck comes into the picture. Well, he occupies most of the frame of that picture. But we are going to play a slightly different rider today. We are going to play Enrico Chivaldori. And for those of you who know where that name is coming from, kudos to you. You have a good taste in games. Of course, Enrico is from Bella Italia. And where is he from? He is actually from Lombardia. And he is a bit of a special fella. Well, not in size or anything. Well, okay. Let's make him normal Italian. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Less of a blueberry though. So what's the story about Enrico, you ask? Well, he grew up in a small mountain town in Lombardia, and he was always a little bit like McSpeck. He was ostracized for liking cobblestones, and naturally he's a good climber because he had to ride up a fucking mountain to school. But so that's his specialization. He's actually a Northern Classics guy, and his secondary is climber. And now let's talk game mechanics for a wee bit. Why are you choosing climber if you could choose puncher? Well, it's a fair question. Well, first of all, because we have already played the combination of Northern Classics and puncher. But the second point would be that it has an interesting effect on your stats. If we go to puncher, you see that our mountain rating sucks ass. Which means that with how the game mechanics work in calculating your performance at different levels of effort, you kinda get screwed over on more difficult stages, even hilly stages, if you go with this one. And the overall goal here is to try to make a really, really good rider for the classics. And I think we can get that, if you check this difference, by getting really high potential in mountain and hills, and still have massive potential in cobblestones. And what we do get also from Northern Classics is a decent amount of resistance and a very high amount of stamina as a maximum, which is great for all those classics, and we can always up our potential a little bit in the hills. And because we are playing something that is supposed to be a challenge, let's not select Grand Champion, but rather, yay, they have added one. Why didn't they add like 8 more or something? I think there are 10 different levels of, or 10-ish, then maybe there are fewer. But there are more than these levels of potential, which basically, for every step you get -1 on everything, I believe it is. And the very good is still quite high. And these are the highest available ones. This is 10, 9, 8, and 7. I believe somehow they are labeled internally. But excellent we choose, so almost as hard as we can get. And I think this is how we start out. You can no longer choose the age. And it doesn't really matter. I usually started at 19 anyway. But, let's see, is this all correct now? Yeah, it is. We are going to make a Cobble climber. Enrico Chivaldori. He is going to laugh last, hopefully. We shall see. Team. Okay. Where do we want to race? I don't want to... shit. Shit. I don't want to join a Continental Pro team. Because they don't really have those fancy-pantsy 2.2 races. And 1.2, for that matter. So the super noob races, which are quite easy to perform well in, even with a level 1 rider. And that is where you start out nowadays in Pro Cycling Manager 2019. So I think we are going to select the shittiest team, which is Ion Excellent. And for those of you who know me and are wondering, like, Kirab, what the fuck is going on with your voice? I'm quite sick. That's what's going on. So, blah. Feel like shit. Anyway, that's not something that can stop me from playing this game and recording it for you. Preseason. I'm not going to bore you with most of these things. No, I'm going to set up a season for you. That's not too bad. We have plenty of races available. All those classics. Look at that. They are all 1.2 races. Perfect. Like noob class and non-tour. So single day races that are all on the noob classification. But before I do that, we need to check out our training and progression. Let's see what we got. Okay, decent flat potential. Somewhere between 78 and 82. And I'm only going to say the higher stat. Mountain 79, hill 79. So very, very decent maximum potential there. Not perfect, but that should help us out quite a bit. Time trial, not really relevant. Prologue, pretty high at 81. Cobblestones, 81 to 85. So basically maxed out, almost. Sprint, 81. Acceleration, 83. That is something you really get with a climber as well, which is great. Downhill, only 72. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. Alright. On the other hand, we did get a good roll. There's some randomization in these, by the way. At the start, whenever you start like the exact same ride again, you can see that these stats vary slightly. Stamina, between 83 and 85. That's a fantastic rating for what we are attempting to do. Maybe the goal of this Let's Play should be to win all the monuments. That is something very difficult to achieve because of, they have cobblestones with Paris-Roubaix, and they have hilly classics, and they have something where you also need, where you do need mountain stats, and that is, what was it called, Giro di Lombardia or something? I probably should know. I've forgotten. But yes, it looks like we are already basically maxed out in our downhill stats, and the rest looks decent. But we can always up the stats, and I think what I'm going to do at some point is give ourselves a bit more hills and mountain potential. There are more levels available nowadays. Previously the maximum level was 26, now it is 36. And you're starting at level 1 instead of level 9? I think 7 to 9 or 10 or 11 or something, wherever that was, for depending on what age you selected. One thing that is new is this screen and its contents, and that is skills. Skills are kind of important now, and I'm not so sure if they are slightly overpowered in some regards. I've played the game now for about 5 hours, just gave it a quick test run with a similar rider in this Pro Cyclist career style, and I've figured a few things out already. So performance stats, quite important things. Fitness peak length. In this one, fitness peak willpower, basically turn around a bad race day condition. Training gives you less tiredness in your general fitness planning. Charisma and that stuff is like for here you get more XP points. This I've calculated to be utter garbage. never take this if you are a decent player, because, well, previously it was such that you gained some experience for every tick of a week, and that was something like 5 or 6 points. Now they have upped the effect to, on a monthly basis, to 45 points. And these skills make it such that it is 1.1 times that, so 50 points, 55 points, and 60 points per month. So that might sound like a lot, but 3 skill points for 15 additional experience points per month is nothing. That's like doing what your team captain asks of you once per month. Well, okay. Well, you can see that's not great. So we're not going to choose this, even though Benji thinks it's awesome. Ah, yes. That was a sick burn, yes. Anyway, information discovery. Well, stats are nowadays hidden, like other rider stats. Pretty interesting mechanic, potentially. I don't think this is worth going into at the start, but might be really useful later on, because you can learn actually mechanically important information, like where is the yellow bar and the red bar, as well as the green bar, for your competitors. So that is pretty powerful, potentially. So you can strike in the right moment. And then we have something that is pretty cool. Here, race. Technique. Technique, you get different skills that you can activate. That's pretty cool. And that would be, like, be a snake, just go straight through the peloton. Like, they are not blocking you. You can just go straight through the group. But if you do, that means that you can't attack, which is a shame. That is then locked. I had to find that out the hard way. The second one is more efficient riding. Like, get into an aerodynamic position. But that only works on the flat or slight downhill. And then you have like super descent mode. Like do the Froome position and don't fall flat on your face at 80 kilometers an hour. Stealth, also pretty cool. So you can basically activate this one, like smoke screen. Throw the smoke bomb, the flashbang, Enrico. Throw the flashbang, and no one notices when you attack. This only lasts a really short amount of time on level 1, but then scales up for longer duration, and you can get away from the group, but that doesn't work in a finish. So not in a sprint, only in attack situations. And then Super Leader, basically make your helpers more potent, like go beyond their stats. So basically give them a race condition boost or whatever. So overall, there's actually some differences this year, which I really look forward to exploring. And I've been babbling for quite a while now. Let's get going. Let me do the calendar first, and then I'm just going to show you what I've set up. Because of our very, very limited pool of points, 15 to be exact at level 1, that's not massive, I only choose races for the first part of the season. And there's not much to choose from. So this should be pretty simple and straightforward. At level 6 I see that HC races unlock. That's pretty early. And I'm really happy to see that there is a fuck ton of races to choose from. This will be good stuff. That means there's plenty of experience to gain if we want to. Oh, those really bright ones are junior races. That is awesome. Okay, yeah, we're going to partake in quite a few junior races and see what we can do there. Now, in order to set up our fitness training... Oh, no, wait a second. Office. First off, preseason, season objectives, fitness, progression. No, where do we set up? Here, there. We start at preseason very high. And because there's not that much racing going on, I would assume that we are triggering our fitness peak a little late. So what I'm going to do is target this race, which is a not too hilly cobble race. A not too hilly, not too cobbly cobble race. And yes, and then we might have the fitness peak for this little tour. Oh, this isn't looking too bad. It's not the most prestigious races of all, but there's the Junior Paris-Roubaix. That looks fantastic. And then we have another cobble race here, Kuspielen. That's perfect. So I just accept these targets for the season and advance one day so that I can set up the fitness plan. And of course I have made a video about how to do fitness planning, and since that video they have actually made it even easier to make a good fitness plan. It was a little arbitrary before. And here we now do have the possibility to make the ultimate fitness plan. But remember, there are skills for actually making your fitness plan less tiresome. So let me first set up the fitness plan as well as I can with no skills there. Alright, this is about as well as I can do without any skills, and as you can see, yeah, do I even need that skill? The answer is, yeah, maybe. Maybe one level might be helpful. We shall see. Alright, now everything is set up and we are ready to get into the first races. And those would be the classic Cyanide Cup races, out of category weirdo races that don't actually exist and just serve as a tutorial, really. But they are the first races of the season. And we have a pretty flat one, a hilly one, and a almost mountainous one. And let's just check our stats here to see what we can do with them. So flat is decent enough, mountain is not non-existent, and hill is neither. So that's pretty decent. Acceleration, yeah, sprint, nah. And the rest is shit. Welcome to the world of no knowledge. Yes, we know that this guy is about average on the scale of average. And we are 67. And no other things are known. We know nothing. Mein Name ist Hase und ich weiß von nix. Okay, here we go. 3D race. Awesome stage. Nice. And everyone is freezing their butts off. And there we go. Now we just need to find if Enrico has suffered. Oh, holy. Okay, that's a good start. Enrico Chivaldori with the +1 race day condition, which means we have rolled a +2. That doesn't happen too often. So this down here is not very useful, as it doesn't show you the details. It looks pretty and not much more. But as soon as you actually magnify it, there is some decent information showing, and it's nice and blown up. So that's cool. And is there anything else? 131 kilometers. We have a scale down there. So that will also help you gauge how far it still is. You can see the last black bar there is 10 kilometers long. Get some exposure in a breakaway. Okay, well, I guess we can try. We have decent stats, but I need to get to the front. Come on. Come on, let me fucking get through. He is quite useless at getting through. Come on, let me go already. All right, here. Can we follow? Can we follow? Come on. Come on, Enrico, you can do it. Yeah, get some. Get a bit of slipstream. There we have it. Whew, okay. And you might be like, wow, Kirob, escaping on the very first stage that you play? Yes, because you get bonus points for being part of a breakaway, not only from your team manager in this case, but also from the game via achievements. And are they chasing? Yeah, they are slightly. 41 seconds. Yeah, no, we are still gaining. That's all good. This will also be decent for showing you some of the game mechanics. We do have one... I think we have one observation available. And who do we think is the best one out of them? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Raggio! Raggio, you are being observed. The CIA is here. There we go. Oh! Oh, wow. That really worked. That worked better than anticipated. Maybe this is depending on rider level, how effective it is. Because I've also seen this observation mode only give you one of his bars. Like the green one first, and then the yellow one, and then the red one or something. So, yeah, that worked. And we have managed to get away. Excellent. We now have 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the peloton. And they really don't want to ride up the hill. Don't know why. Yeah, and we can check on Raggio. And he has still not fully recovered his yellow bar, we see. Interesting. He's such an important competitor. What they have not fixed since the last version is the brain cancer that is these effort numbers, the suggested effort numbers. They just switch around like crazy. They like 30 seconds ago, they were at 75. Now they're at 25. Like, what the fuck? We have built up another charge of observe. Who should we use this one on? Who is trying to not work here? Van Empel? You, sir, look very suspicious. What are you doing? Yeah, he's slightly more empty than me. How is Raggio doing? The same. He's basically the same. Well, that didn't tell me anything. The peloton is chasing like crazies. Holy shit! They're up in the 170s in the... Wow. But that is uphill, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Who is this bastard? Still Van Empel. You little sneaky fella. He's just not working. Oh, this is looking a little dire. They are riding way too hard back there. Oh, now they are all attacking. But they are not getting anywhere. Van Empel, you bloody bastard. Now you're moving. Yeah. Alright, there we are back. Let's see, how far did we make it? Race strategy here. Oh, okay. 67 out of 45 kilometers. Well, that's good. Oh, that is looking very nervous. 9 kilometers before the finish. Some of them seem to be trying to attack almost. Let's have a quick look at the finish. Well, we are on this little hill. Tiny hill. And almost beyond that. And now there's just 6.8 kilometers left. Oh, they're trying something. Oh, it's just 27 riders left in this group. 5.7 kilometers left. And we need to trigger our bar right about here. This is pretty good going. Oh, now it's just are we going to manage to come among the top 10 after being in a breakaway too? That would be fantastic. Let's just keep an eye on how they're doing. 24 seconds. Okay. What does the map look like? We are there. Oh! There's some corners coming up. And right now, they are riding way too slow. Let's see what happens. Here? Can we try to get away? No. Oh shit. No, we are not attacking. No, not at all. We are not attacking at all, guys. No, you must have misread me. That was just me being over-eager. Like, waiting for the sprint. Trying to pull you. Can you fall back a little? No, now we are in a... Damn it. Alright, let's fall back. Come on. No, they are back. What the fuck, guys? You rather follow me. And... what? Come on. Sprint. Sprint. Yes, sprint. This looks like a top 10 still. Come on. Come on. No, not the top 5. Ah, 6th. Well, well, that didn't quite work out. But we still got within that top 7. Because the group had 7 riders. The mad sprint highlights. Yes. Yeah, okay, cool. So how much experience are we going to get for this one? That is a fantastic first race on extreme difficulty. 25 points for bonuses. Top 10. Wait a second. First finish in Continental, yes. Don't we get for being in a breakaway? And I don't mean the points from my team captain. We're still going to get those. And I thought there was a 50-kilometer one, like milestone thing, which we handily beat. Okay, maybe not. Here though. Oh, yes, yes. Fat first level up. Thank you very much. Top 50 was the race classification target. We finished in 6th. That is very good. And also we were part of a breakaway. Exceptional. Plus 61 points. Hell yeah. Congratulations. You have just leveled up. We get a skill point and we can choose to improve or evolve. And right, there was something that the overviews of the skill trees were pointing out, which makes me very, very much a sad panda. Kilrup, the sad panda, who has a stuffy nose. And he's crying because if this trend continues, that you get a skill point for each level up, which I hope it doesn't, then that means that you can unlock every single skill in the game, which makes Pro Cycling Manager 2019 basically like Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, where you can be everything you want, like a good feminist or something. Like, no, that is not role-playing. Just being able to get everything is not role-playing. Okay, so what? Should this continue or should it not? Or will it continue or will it not? I hope it doesn't. I hope at some point, sooner rather than later, they cut it off and say like, no, sorry mate, you only get a skill point every 2 level ups or 3 level ups. That would make sense, that you get some skills early on, and then like from level 10 onwards, you only get for every second one, and from level 15 onwards every 3rd, and then every 4th from level 20 or some crazy shit like this. So that it's you can't select every single skill. But now, level up time! We all loved... Holy shit! What? 4 points in Cobble? And 4 points in Sprint? Whoa! Okay, this is not a level up where I'm going to evolve my potential, that's for sure. That's pretty decent. Let's check Puncher. That's the same, but even better. We get hills, or what? And more acceleration. Less flat though. Huh. Resistance, 2 and stamina as well. Sprinter gives us not more sprint. This, by the way, I quite dislike the way they are showing it here. I want to see the plus, the number, like plus how many you get, instead of stupid arrows. I don't care for stupid arrows. I want to see +1, +2, +3, +4. And yes, this is this is kind of the opposite world effect. I've struggled with that in UI design myself. As you may know, I'm a games developer too, and do UI design and shit. And this is, yes, they are kind of highlighted, but if most of the things are highlighted, then nothing is highlighted. You see, right now, flat, hills, time trial, and downhill look much more highlighted than the others. And the contrast goes down when you increase the brightness of the background. which makes it less readable. And lower contrast means it's less obvious and less in your face. On the other hand, you go towards the brighter areas of the screen. So, yeah, I'm not so sure about this. Okay, so let's take a look at what we are choosing here, though. So, Stage Races does give us +2 in Mountain, which is nice. And much less Sprint, though. Not good. Northern Classics gives us... not that... no, that's not good. I think the Puncher is the way to go here. +1 in Mountain and Hill. Prologue +1, but then Cobblestones +4, Sprint +4, Acceleration +2, +2 Barodeur. Well, how strong your attacks are, basically. Or you get a higher chance of getting a strong attack, which at this level of the skill is very mediocre. And then we have +2 to Stamina and +1 to Resistance. That is, overall, a really powerful level up. How many stats are these? 16 points if we do not count Barodeur. Holy shit, that's a great level up. But let me show you what the evolution of the potential does this time around, so that we have a bit of a concept of what we are getting into, because we will need to improve our potential at some point if we want to really win those monuments. Puncher looking pretty good. +2 in Mountain and Hill. Time Trial Prologue not required. -1 in Cobble. Well, kind of fine. Acceleration +2. That is pretty powerful. The Climber is not quite as good. Yeah, we are losing in all kinds of not that important stats, apart from Cobblestones, of course. But also a little bit in Sprint, just -1. But we are not getting anything in Hill. And Hill is very important for those punchy attacks. Yes. I think I will be getting, at some point, at least 1 level up in Puncher. So, not 1 level up, but rather 1 evolution of potential in Puncher. But for now, we are going to select the Puncher, because that is a fantastic first level up. So many stat points in good stuff. Cobblestone, 73 already. Sprint, 66. Not too bad. And we confirm this. And now, you see something glowing back here, down here, which wasn't there in the last year's version, and that is the notification that you have a skill point to spend. And that indeed is quite valuable. What do we want to go into first? Getting through the peloton quickly is a nice skill, but if you then cannot attack, that is not very helpful. So, not going to choose this one yet, but the second one and third one, they are quite cool. And stealth, at least 1 level of stealth will also be very nice. Super leader, not important at the start, because you don't have available that many teammates who actually are willing to help you. Yeah, at the start, don't need that, but later on, yeah, definitely. That sounds like something super useful. I think something that will definitely help us before the first fitness peak, already before the first fitness peak, because we are going to get another level up before our first fitness peak. So I think the plan is training, and because we are always above 90, we don't care about below 90. It's like above 80. That's nothing I care about. But you see here, build up tiredness is slightly reduced. Then build up of tiredness is reduced, so it's a stronger effect. The effect becomes stronger, the range becomes wider, and then here it does not only become marked during... not only does it become stay as wide as it is, but it also becomes stronger, and a full rest week is stronger than it was before. So that's very handy. I think our plan here is training first. Boom. Now we have training level 1. And then I'm going for fitness peak next, because those are tangible benefits that really will help us out. Right now, our fitness peak will be between 12 and 18 days long. And by a fitness peak gives you a +2 race day condition. So basically you can calculate the strength from this by saying, okay, an average fitness peak lasts currently 15 days, and it will last 20 days on average once you select that one. That is 5 days of difference. 5 days times +2 is race day condition +10 for a third of the season. The season has 3 parts, 3 fitness peaks. So, well, that means overall, if you increase this by 1 point, you get +30 race day condition for a season. That is massively powerful. +30 race day condition, are you kidding me? That's great. So there's great value in having the fitness peak. If you get to the fitness peak, we're not there yet, and we will have more level ups. So before then, let's just dump it into training. And I shall recheck my training now that I have that skill. I can probably get away with slightly higher values. Oh, yeah. I did get some tiredness here before, towards the end, and that is now completely gone. Yes, look at that. Previously, I had to put this on easy, or even break. I think I had it on break, because otherwise I would get tiredness, but now I can just up this. Hard. Oh shit, this is going to be powerful. Okay. What does this look like? Let's... OP maybe? We do not drop below 98% during the season. Isn't that wonderful? Well, we have to build up to 98% first, but... Okay, well, there's no need for further fitness peak things, further fitness training things, because this is OP as fuck already. So just to reiterate, we did go from this, which already was super powerful, we did go down to 95% here and there. So, no, 94, oh no! Beyond our final fitness peak, we had to go down to 94. What a travesty! But yeah, as you can see, this is the previous one with 0 skills, and now it is like this. That is crazy. And here we are, Sire Cup 2, Cyanide Cup 2, yes. That is the next race, but after all this discussion and checking out on the first race, let's do that next episode right as a first thing. And usually I want to check off like 4 to 5 stages per episode, but of course at the start and exploring new aspects of the game, it will take a little bit longer than that. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.